Do I see me touching more athletes? For sure. I think at some point, I would love to be all over the NBA or the MLB, from my clothes to my art. I think it speaks for our generation of.
What's up, everyone? You're tuning into the Diamond Strong Podcast. It's where you come feeling good and you leave feeling great. The action starts now.
Omaha twice.
The years that we won?
What years was that?
The year they won the last time.
Oh,
01. Was it 01?
Yeah,
01. I was there. And then the years after, we lost. And then I actually went to a super regional in South Carolina. They lost like in the 9th inning. It was crazy. Went to Gainesville. I went to Tallahassee. I put in my time with you in baseball, for sure.
Yeah. And did you have boys on the team, or you just?
Man, no, I knew people. I was probably watching UM games from like 99 to maybe like when Yonder was there, maybe his freshman year. That was it. I was probably like dying.
06.
yeah.
I was probably dying out like when Yonder was. Like, oh, there's this guy Yonder. There's this guy Yonder.
So you were here that like.
All those people. When I tell you, I was that kid. I knew like everybody. I knew the numbers, the position. So I actually went to the alumni game with a guy that actually works at UM. He goes, "Dang, your cane baseball knowledge is serious." I go, "Damn." Because a lot of these guys I saw and I hadn't seen in 15 years. Yeah. Obviously, some a little chunkier, but all those guys played when I was there. Yeah.
Did you play when you were?
No, I hung it up after I didn't make the team, like 7th and 8th grade. I said, no, but it's I wasn't committed.
Yeah.
With anything, you got to be committed to what you do, right? But it was cool. I played at the Court Gables Youth Center. He was skating a little. That's about it.
Damn. Did you used to go to the Orange Bowl a lot too, I bet?
I did go to the Orange Bowl. Yeah, I would go all the time. Through those years, I would go too. So my knowledge of the Canes football, I was the kid that could name you on the 01 team, I could probably name you who wore number 1 to all the way to 99.
Yeah.
But
wait, did they?
Yeah, they won in 01 too.
Yeah.
They both teams won.
Yeah, they won.
Hey, you might have to make a comeback, man.
Huh?
You brought the national championships.
And I actually went.
You haven't missed anything.
I went to so after the 01 team, they went to the Fiesta Bowl the following year in 02, and they threw the fucking flag.
That was BS, bro.
That was bullshit. Bro, 5 minutes later, bro.
There was confetti coming down.
Oh no, confetti, people on the field, they should have won.
They did win, bro.
No, they should have won. No, there was a shirt that what should have been back-to-back national championships was a robbery in the desert. If you can't beat us, cheat us or something. Yeah. It was a robbery. We got robbed.
Is that the year that they dressed up in the camel gear?
No, that was back
before. That was
that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s. Damn, bro.
And then they went to the Orange Bowl the following year.
And then downhill from there.
Downhill from there, man. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see.
What's gonna change it, bro? What do you think is what is the deal with them?
Hopefully Mario, bro.
Hopefully Mario, but it's not gonna happen in 1 year.
Nah, you gotta give him time. I will give that guy 10 years, bro. Might as well.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, what? They're gonna lose? They already lost. They've already lost, so might as well
change the culture.
It's just sad that we have so much local talent and these guys are going to Alabama.
No, bro, that's
come on.
We lose guys to everywhere.
That means the culture is not in there.
Yeah, but how did you grow up? Look at you talking about UM right now.
Yeah.
That's how we used to talk. I mean, we still do. You were born a Cane. Right?
I was born a Cane, but I honestly haven't tuned in a long time.
But why?
I don't know. I guess
That's good. That's why, right?
Yeah, we've given the team. The team is just not the same, I guess.
Yeah, but then again, you talk about Yonder. Dude, that kid went to Coral Gables, bro.
Yeah, he went to Gables.
We went to Gulliver.
Yeah.
I went to Miami Springs, Matter. I'm from here, but now these kids that are coming to school,
they're not from here.
They're not from
Yankee, New Jersey, all those people, they love you, and it's like, bro, we can't even keep our own, and we got the people from Jersey and
I get
Cali.
why they love my. It's
They
it's
love
hard.
it.
It's hard to
not
come
to
here.
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're here.
But did you dream about, like, this wasn't your, obviously I did some research, bro. This wasn't your dream as a kid, but like, what was your dream as a kid, bro? Like, growing up here.
Honestly, like growing up here, I don't know. When I was younger, I played baseball, like I was mentioning. I took a few acting classes, but no, I never. That was as close as to the artistic thing. I played around with. I don't know. I was a fanatic of the University of Miami. Like I mentioned before, I actually would go around like doing the whole CANES games,
No
like,
way.
from like camps at flag football to like, that was like my victory dance. Like my people told me to do that, and actually going back to a little Miami history, in '01 when they won it, I was just telling my nephew yesterday, I don't know why, but I was in a baby blue Jordan jumpsuit with a patent leather Jordans with the bottom blue. And all of a sudden, like, I went there with a few of my friends, and there was like a channel 6 or one of the channels, and they're like, oh, does anyone know how to do the CANES case? And I was like, yo, this guy, you gotta do. And he goes, all right, let's see how you do it. And I did it, and then all of a sudden he goes, all right, we're going live. And they went live, and then I ended up going in front of the barricades and doing it in front of the whole crowd, everyone in front of the Heck Center, and the buses just pulled up.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was kind of wild. So I would do that all the time. So I even, in my mind, I even sometimes thought about maybe being the maniac or the
Oh my goodness, that would have been sick.
That would have been crazy. But no, I got out of Miami, which was fun. I got to explore Boston. And
Why Boston?
why Boston? To be honest, I didn't visit Boston, and I made the commitment to go to Boston.
From here? You were just
From
sitting here and you're like, yo,
No, I had
let's go.
friends going to
Oh, okay,
different
okay.
schools, and but I had never visited Boston before. I committed to going to Boston, which is wild. You usually go through like the whole college process and stuff, but Boston I felt that it was just gonna be a good experience. I got to experience seasons, which obviously you don't get to experience here in Miami, and friends. I went with a good group of friends, different schools, different people. I met people from all over the world, which maybe I wouldn't have met if I stayed here. And I got to, it was a cool experience. A lot of people didn't end up making it through the 4 or 5 years because the weather got to them, because it was cold, very, very cold. But at times it could be a little depressing growing up in Miami, but I think it made me appreciate Miami so much more when I came back. And I think we take our life and the weather for granted, for sure.
Bro,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
We're blessed.
We're absolutely
I would
blessed.
tell them, like, yo, like, we go on, like, this is what we do on the weekend. We go on the boat, we go to the beach. They go, what are you doing here? Why are you, like, putting yourself through this, like, nightmare of the weather? We had some cold winters, but we're here.
Did you?
And I guess at that point is where I figured out this whole art thing, right?
Because you were inside, bro. You were inside.
Maybe I was inside. Maybe I didn't want to go like outside at times. So actually, my friends would go to the gym, and I started doing these little drawings and creations with printing paper and markers, and then it's just one after another. I started duct taping them, and they took over all my walls. With not the right markers, printing paper. Actually, some of my original drawings have like the duct tape, the silver, the gray one, the electric tape, to hold all the pieces of paper together. So they would just become bigger and bigger, and then that was why I was in Boston for sure. And then I graduated. I came back to Miami. I was working with my father in his business, and then I explored with the right papers, the right markers. Some people started requesting them, and then it just took on a life of its own. And at some point I said, look, if I'm gonna chase this dream and this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to do this full time. And my family gave me the opportunity, and here we are today.
Vic, let me ask you.
24/7 and 7 days a week. This is what I love to do. I love bringing joy and happiness to the world through it, and it's been magical.
Dude, Vic, is that really how it started? Like, yo, you straight up, like somebody saying like, yo, can you draw this for me? Is that the start of your business? Like, I'm talking about like the business of it.
No, yeah, I would say, yeah, I did a painting based on someone's life, and I hung it in someone's house with the right papers and the right supplies, and it opened my eyes. I'm like, wow, I could really like hang these pieces of work in people's homes, and like they can enjoy it, and it can make them feel a certain way, and that was the start. Yeah. Damn.
Yo, that's amazing, man.
No, it's been
because it's almost like a
fun.
movie, bro. It's a movie, like in a sense, right?
Yeah, it's a movie. I say it every day. I'm writing a page in the book, and it's a lifelong dream and a lifelong journey, and I'm constantly touching new people that want to be part of your dream, right?
Did you grow up? I know you talk a lot about happiness and
For
how,
sure.
yeah, and I think that's so important, right? But did you grow up? Were you always happy as well? Like, were you a happy kid?
I would say, yeah, I definitely was a happy kid. I had friends. I wasn't loud, but I was definitely a jokester. I was always putting on little performances at my house and like doing different things. And then, yeah, I grew into this world of characters. And, I grew up a happy kid. I was always having fun, joking around, enjoying my childhood. So I definitely think the art connects to those moments and times, from the colors to the messages to what I'm trying to portray. And I always say that, like, if I want people to like disconnect to when they were a child and connect with the world I've created, to those happy times, and like when there wasn't as much stress as there is in adulthood and the real world, I guess.
Yeah, bro. It's like the world that we live in now is, do you think that we put a lot of that stress on ourselves?
I think people, I think they're a little hard on themselves. I definitely feel that we gotta sometimes sit back and just soak it in and really like look that we're blessed. We're honestly, like, we're both here sitting with two eyes and are we good with the noise?
Yeah.
I think we're blessed. Every day is a blessing. There's people in way worse situations than the average person, and life sometimes, like, we start complaining about the smallest things that at the end, like, is it really worth complaining about? So I try to live my life like that, with that mentality, and that's what we're doing with my art as well. Yeah.
So you said that your parents like supported you. What did you ever have like a conversation with them, like saying, because I'm sure at one point maybe this was something that you did for fun, and then did you have to have that conversation with them and say, hey, like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, no, I definitely, they saw that I was getting more and more interested in this art thing, and there was something there, and there was something brewing, like, maybe. So I would go to the office, but like I wasn't as there as I was maybe like if I was painting or doing something of my creative, I guess, juice. But yeah, they supported me from the beginning. They believed in me. They gave me the opportunity to explore it. They funded it, so
Which is huge,
which
by
is
the way,
huge,
yeah.
because you get to. Not everyone has that, backbone. So I was able to find myself and explore and put in the time and the hours and really explore and see like what was gonna occur. And it takes time, like any dream, and just figuring it out. And it's not the easiest route there, but I'm a strong believer. If you believe in yourself and you put the hard work and dedication into anything, anything is possible. And you just gotta believe in yourself and be repetitive and keep telling people what you're trying to do, and it's gonna work eventually. Yeah.
Vic, did you have those times where you didn't believe, bro? Like, were those times that you were like, damn, bro, I don't know if I could really do this, bro? Like, the doubt, did that ever creep into your head?
Yeah, I would say there's always ups and downs, like everything. I did see it progress. I did see more and more people into it. I do have really big dreams. I know this is just the beginning of a lifelong thing. I know there's a lot more to do. I try to stay pretty confident throughout my journey and throughout the days. I'm always trying to figure out what's next on the list. I try not to look back and see what I've accomplished already. I'm grateful for what I've been able to do and the people I've been able to touch with it. I know the world's a big place, way bigger than just the city of Coral Gables. I know there's a lot more people to touch. I definitely think more than ever that the world needs these characters and these messages. So I'm definitely confident, and I believe in it. I believe in it, and as you can see, I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. I think it's also given me a voice that maybe I wasn't as confident as I was before, maybe, in other things I was doing. So I think I found my calling, and I think there's a lot more to do.
Dude, Vic, that's actually funny. Funny you say that, because did you have this confidence when you were doing other things, or was it when you found art where you were like, yo, this is what I love?
I think when you find what you love and what you want to do, I think you get an extra boost of confidence for sure. Yeah, because you're confident. You see it working. You learn from how it makes people feel. You see other people rocking with it. You see people into it. You see maybe a gallery picking it up. You see maybe a store picking it up. You see people requesting different things. Like every day I'm pushing it and trying to find new angles and new things of how I could put myself in front of new people. So it's a constant grind. It's a constant push. There's a lot of marketing that goes into it, that at the end I went to school for marketing. So maybe it's all coming full circle, but you definitely got to market yourself. It's a brand. It's how you express yourself. If I walked around like a quiet guy, not talkative, and like it doesn't go hand in hand with what I'm trying to portray out there. And I believe that there's a lot more people to touch for sure.
Do you think it helps you, like, with yourself, like the fact that you're pushing a positive message? Do you think subliminal, I don't even know how to say that word, bro. Subliminal, whatever.
Yeah, that word.
Word, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, does it help you, like, if you ever do feel negative or you don't feel positive, but you got to turn it on sometimes and you're like, yo, now I'm happy?
Honestly, I'm pretty positive. Like, yes, there's days that, like, we sit here and yes, there's a lot of art around here. And like, do I look at some of the pieces and be like, yo, man, I wish it was already in someone's home. Like, oh, why isn't that one moving? Like, you do question things. You do ask questions, and you do think, oh, maybe I could do something a little quicker. Maybe I'm not doing this. Maybe I should be reaching out to more people. Maybe I should be hitting up that person. It's also with the art thing, it's kind of like a little bit, because it's not a necessity. So you also don't want to be annoying to people and like check in on them. But at the end, you want to see this piece live in someone's space. So you kind of got to have some sort of a balance, because if you don't check in on them, like
Somebody
life,
else will, bro.
No, and like life, people are constantly on the go, and they're not thinking about your painting or how they could help you. So you need to knock on the door, I guess. And if they tell you no, they tell you no. But
was that like hard for you? Because I know when we started, bro, we talk about it all the time, about like asking friends, bro, like, yo, you want to come on the podcast? Like, it was hard. Like, it was hard at first because I didn't want to like I wanted to have feel in a sense, like, oh, I don't want to go too hard at people. But did you ever like, dang, I don't know if I should tell my friends about this. Like, I don't know if I should ask them to repost this or repost that. Like, does that ever?
There's
you find
there's
yourself-
definitely a lot of those type of moments. Because I am trying to constantly do something. I know like my homies aren't always going to be at different things, which I understand because they have pulled up and the support has been good. But I definitely think there's people I know, just like how you were saying, like that we should knock on the door and we should we have to. I always say together we make the world, like we keep the world spinning, and so we all got to look out for each other and we all got to support each other. I think there's space for everyone. A lot of artists are like, oh no, these are my connections, this and that. I'm open to opening the doors up to as many people as I can. And look, putting on people is a beautiful thing. I want to see people succeed, and I want people to to really chase their dream and their passion. And it's hard putting yourself out there. It's not an easy thing. You're obviously going to get critics, but you got to just keep going and just believe in yourself.
Dude, bro, it's surreal to kind of be here because I've been a fan, bro. Like,
I appreciate it.
Like for a while, bro, and like actually being here and seeing kind of the work up close and personal, it's almost surreal because of how many people I've seen not only buy your paintings but have your paintings hanging on their walls and things of that nature. But like, what does Miami, like, what is this city? I know you kind of hit on it already, but like when you talk about people putting you on or like who was there like at the beginning, like who was the one that you were like, man, dude, like I really appreciated that person because they really did like give me a little kick forward and give me a boost. A big thing that I say is like nobody does anything alone.
For sure, no.
Like so who was there for you at that stage?
I definitely think it takes people's love and support to make this dream a reality. If not, it's just a dream. So I always say we, because I'm not in this dream alone.
Yep.
Anyone from a like to rocking my shirt to putting me on at a school to putting me on in front of people to introducing me to athletes to putting it's been cool to see like different people come in with different ideas and different things. I feel like everyone I touch is important in my dream because they serve as a voice to what I do. People like to see like the athletes I'm connected to because that's just the society we're in. They want to see it's not that they want to see it. It's those people have a big stage. So to get that support from people like that on a way bigger stage has been magical because I grew up a sports fan. So to now like have like these different athletes pull up and like rep my clothes or have me do paintings for them or different things. It's now they're friends. Like it's wild. And now they touch other athletes, and I've grown through other athlete. Through one athlete, maybe saw it at another athlete, and then that athlete comes. But it's been wild to just see it trickle. Do I see me touching more athletes? For sure. I think at some point, I would love to be all over the NBA or the MLB from my clothes to my art. I think it speaks for our generation of age group. And I always say, like, my art could be for a 4-year-old or it could be for a 99 or 105-year-old lady. Like, they'll see something within it at all ages and at all. It doesn't matter what type of person you are or anything. It's for everyone, and it's for anyone who wants to live life a little better and with more joy and happiness and disconnect from the really crazy world we're living in. If you could look at one of my works or one of my clothes and I could make you feel happy and make you smile and disconnect from the crazy news stories that happen constantly, I did my job. So it's been fun, yeah. But there's definitely been supporters from day one, and I appreciate all of my day ones. And actually, the first person who hung one of my works in his house was Manny Machado. So shout out to Manny.
Shout out, Manny.
Yeah, he reps the 305 hard, and I'm forever grateful for Manny for sure.
What a great human being, bro.
Yeah, he really
Rumor
is.
has it he's trying to buy just the whole city of Miami, bro.
I
He's trying
don't,
to- no, I'm kidding.
I don't know that rumor, but it's
that
good.
was me. I started it, bro.
I think the Padres need to pay him a little more, right?
Yeah, they didn't pay him enough, bro.
Nah, but yeah, no, he's a good
He's the
guy.
best, bro.
He stays true. It's wild to now see him like what he's been able to accomplish. But like one of the jerseys there, he was since the Orioles, he's been rocking. So
That's
I
awesome,
appreciate it. It's been fun. But there's been other athletes who have supported it from the start as well. And one athlete has led to the second one and third one, and it's been cool to see.
So all of your paintings look different. Like we're sitting here in your studio, and like they all have their own story, I'm sure, behind it. But when you go into, let's say, an athlete's house, just because we're talking about an athlete,
For sure.
and they ask you to do a painting, are you like are they walking you through a story that they want you to put on a board, like on the painting, or are you just going kind of go?
That's a good question. So a lot of these works, I don't know where they're gonna end up, so they can't really be based on people like a certain person or a certain athlete. But when I have done paintings in the past that's based on their life, we go through a list of things and I interpret the list how I do my thing, and it just comes together. The longer the list, the more deep I could get, and the more fun we could have with this, from childhood little league teams to dates of their weddings or their birth, their mom's name. It's endless what could be done. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you get lost in them? Like, do you get lost?
I definitely get lost. Yeah. From the start, I would disconnect. As you can see, there's a lot of work here, so I'm always cooking, and they're deep. They go in, and it takes me to a happy place. Maybe that's why I go through life the way I go through life, because these paintings they're just
make you happy.
Yeah, they make me happy, and they're making other people happy, which has been beautiful to see. And even the people like wearing my clothes, like they feel a certain way when they wear it, or they have the painting hung, or they see my mural. It's like I've heard all types of stories, and it's been magical to like really see it.
What's like one story that like touches you, bro? Like it's bare. I know you're thinking about one right now.
There's deep ones for sure. But I've had people talk about like this is like my whole life, and these are people that I didn't know. Like the painting wasn't done for them, so like for them to now see that through their painting, to see their life come alive through a painting, it's insane. Like they're seeing things that I don't even see. So that's the beauty of art too. Everyone interprets it differently too. I had done a painting that had a lot of sparkles, and it was purple, and I didn't talk with the mother, but the mom saw her son that had committed suicide within the painting. And she's like, oh my, I need this painting. I see my son, he was like 16 or 17, horrible. But she saw her son through the painting, from the sparkles to the way of life to how he lived. So to get stories like that, and her like now celebrating his birthday with the painting as the backdrop, like in their living room, and to be able to see that every day, it's like I just want to cry hearing that, because it's
I cry right now.
no, I know it honestly, it really can't get more beautiful than that. Like that's the I have chose. That's the power of art, and how deep someone could connect to something. It definitely motivates me. It keeps me going, and I love that. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm honored and grateful to anyone who wants to rep Vic Garcia world for sure.
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
you're giving them every reason to right now. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bro. This is just a blessing to be
No,
able to
it's
be here and really like see it in like real life form, man. And like, can you walk me through the characters? Because I know you've done it before, but like selfishly, I want to hear I want to hear the story behind the guys, bro. Like,
Yeah.
tell me about them or whoever they are.
Yeah, so as you know, and but maybe not everyone knows, I create these characters. You'll find these characters throughout anything I do. At the end, I'm telling the story with these characters. They're serving as a voice. They all represent different things. They all serve a purpose and a message. I eventually want to see more of these characters in 3D, so I do envision them in 3D as well. As little as vinyl toys, and as tall as maybe 20-foot, 40-foot sculptures throughout the world. I think it's all possible. Like I was telling someone the other day, even to the extent to like my dreams are as big as I could see myself in the Macy's Day Parade with one of my characters in an inflatable. Like those are things I envision. Like I see not every artist has these characters, so these characters are very important to me. They tell a story, but some of the characters I have Mr. and Mrs. Flower Nose. So this is Flower Nose. He's the globe. He's all about bringing people of all kind into a space. So that's something I'm trying to put out there. He's always smiling. So smiling always is smart. To smile always is another quote of mine. He's the world unity, bringing people together, bringing a sense of joy. I feel like art brings us all together in a way. I also have Miss Flower Nose. I have two hearts with crowns. I have Teddy Boy, which is behind us.
With the screw?
Yeah, with the screw within his face. I felt that I needed to do a bear. Everyone could relate to like a bear at some point in their life. I felt that the screw represents that you could be born different but still be accepted within society. So like messages like that. He's a chill guy. He's got the overalls. He's got no shirt. He's barefoot.
He's a vibe, bro.
He's a vibe. He's got the futuristic glasses. So characters like that. Weekend Mode is actually one. It's like a star, but it's one of the first. So maybe that one can't be a sculpture because he doesn't have legs, but he was he was on the first shirt I ever did. On the back of the shirt, he was actually in my notepad, and one of my boys is like, "Why don't you like put him on a shirt?" And we put him on a shirt, but the arrows represent people hitting him up from all different angles, and he's just trying to like chill and vibe out. So those are the type of stories I'm trying to portray. I'm constantly adding new characters to the script. I just recently released a character. I felt like they needed. Okay, me. I made myself a cartoon, but they needed someone that drew these within. Let's say if you're watching a cartoon, a guy that would draw all these different cast of characters because they're really all different. You got a robot hanging out with a bear hanging out with a heart, and another one's a bottle, a guy behind a bottle. So like someone needed to tell the story. So that's my character Vic, and he's gonna help tell the story. And these characters, we're constantly creating characters. So I haven't done any in a little bit, but I'm definitely in the works for a few more. Oh no, I actually did a character for Blue Mission Group, which was a drip, but he doesn't live in Vic Garcia world. He lives in another world, so we have like special friends too. Yeah, and maybe a cartoon one day, you know?
There you go. No, well, that's exactly where I was gonna go.
My dreams are endless, yeah.
Dude, so when you're going to paint, I know you do a lot of schools. You go to the schools, you talk to the kids, even the cancer patients as well, right? Like when you're at the hospital.
Yeah, we did that with Bam and my friend Shabazz, yeah.
So are you telling these stories of these characters while you're drawing and painting in front of these kids?
So yeah, one of my greatest messages is to inspire the youth. So any chance I get to give back to the community and serve as a voice for these kids, I try to do. I'm constantly trying to go back to schools and doing murals or talks and trying to inspire them to just be like, look, you don't have to be a doctor or a firefighter or a policeman. You could actually be an artist, and this is something you could do. And then I'm showing them my characters, and I've gone as far as drawing characters, and they fill it in with the colors and teaching them how to draw different characters. But yeah, my characters are important. I really, like I was mentioning, I really believe that they could be on a TV maybe one day if that's the route I want to take. I really think they could be there. People really resonate with them. Maybe not every character makes the final cut, but I think I have a strong group of characters. And I look at, this might sound an extreme thing, but I really look at, I really see Walt Disney World as a place that I could do something like that. I really feel that my Flower Nose and Miss Flower Nose serve as like my Mickey and Minnie.
Ooh.
And I don't know at that point what happens. Someone maybe buys you out, or you might not get to that point, but I really think we could walk into a piece of land and these characters have different territories, and I think it's bigger than this little space right here. So just, that's the degree I take it. I think it lives way past these canvases.
Mm-hmm.
I think the book is endless. It's just doing it, making it happen, and just putting yourself out there.
Like these paintings are real for you, bro.
They're real. They're real. These characters are real. I really see these things in 3D, and I really feel that these things could pop out, and these messages are really needed. The world is, we're in a messed up place, and I feel that the world, the big world, our world really needs Vic Garcia world.
Yo, cuz.
Yo, you're crying, bro. Yo, you good, bro?
Yo, bro.
No, but it's true though. I think it's magical. I've heard.
Yo, bro, I got goosebumps.
We
I'm
got
crying,
this,
bro. Like, yo, you're unbelievable, bro.
I appreciate it, man. We're good.
Damn, bro. That's unreal,
Yo, give me a
bro.
hug, bro.
All right, bro. Yo,
Oh,
that's
man.
unreal,
No,
bro.
man. Honestly, like, it can be done. I feel, yeah, I hit up schools here, but I feel that it needs to be in front of more people.
Like, who said no, bro? Like,
Huh?
who's told you no? Because, like, we're going to, like, Ricky, no, I'm serious. Like, we're getting into any school. Like,
No,
we're going to figure it out, bro.
No,
Like, I want to continue.
It's not
for you to
about
tell us
telling you. No, it's not about telling me no, but I guess it's approaching more and more people. But
Wow, bro. Dude, yo, you're.
Yo, man.
No,
I
bro,
didn't
like-
know that big Willie guy could now cry. I didn't know he had
Yo.
an emotional side to him.
Yes, bro.
At that
like-
alumni game, he was walking around like a boss. And now he's here.
Yo, I got emotions,
He
bro.
got
I'm
deep.
emotional
No,
dude, bro.
it's a beautiful thing. Honestly, like,
And your story's amazing, bro.
even like I did go to the Nicholas Children's Hospital, and like I walked into these like rooms of these cancer patients, and like they were like, it opens your eyes up to like, we're blessed, man. Like, people are really going through a lot of those moments are
Alone, bro.
And
alone.
alone time. They're there with the mom or their family member, and they're spending months in the hospital, and they're just fighting through it. It really opens your eyes and makes you appreciate life so much more. Like, I walked in there with Bam, and like some of these kids, no disrespect to Bam, but they were more moved to see me because they spent time like drawing to pass time, and like they were showing me their paintings, and we were going back and forth, and they were really touched. And the mom was like, how you were crying, like they were crying, like, wow, like even like kids have gone to school. So that's in the hospital. So, but I've gone to schools, and like there's been kids that like have like they're on the spectrum of autism, and they've been able to like a teacher there was, I don't know if it was a teacher or a principal, she's like, this kid hasn't like reacted to something like this in a long time. I've been here 2 years, and I've never seen this kid speak as much as he spoke that day. You made an impact on his, by just doing a mural and coming to the school and talking to him. You like, the kid, every time I would go, he would come and he would show me his drawing. So moments like that that's what life's about. And that's one of my greatest dreams and messages, is to touch as many of those people in less fortunate situations than us, for sure.
When you started drawing, right, did you ever, I know you talked about like taking acting courses a little when you were a kid and like playing sports and stuff, but did you ever, when you really got serious into drawing and like painting and telling these stories, did you take any classes? Did you learn like who inspired you, or who did you learn from? Like things like that.
So I have not taken any classes for art. I definitely have learned tricks as you go with anything. You pick up on new mediums, new ideas. You see what other people are doing. You learn from others. Other artists have come into my life and have like shown me some of the ropes. So I take a little bit of everybody, to be honest. You don't only have to be an artist. I'm inspired by the everyday person, and I think we can learn from everybody. I think there's a lot of interesting people in this world, and you could grab a little bit from everybody. And from a 5-year-old kid to a 99-year-old lady, like there's things to learn. And I think you got to go through life with open ears and open eyes, and really just move around and see what you could take the good from other people and leave the bad behind you, and just keep on knocking, keep on rocking, and be good. I'm also a strong believer, if you're good to the world's going to be good to you. So I'm constantly trying to do things to leave my mark, because at the end, like I've mentioned this in the past, like we're not here forever. Or at some point, our time we're not here that long, versus the lifespan of, I guess, to infinity in the world. So I think while we're here, we got to make our impact. We got to do things like some of the things I've been able to do. And now you with this beautiful podcast to put people out there, I think we constantly got to figure out, and not everyone wants to do that, but it's okay. Like,
yeah.
It's okay. People are satisfied going to their job, and people approach the world and life in different ways, but I definitely go through my world and my life with, how am I going to make an impact when maybe one day I'm not here? I want this world to live on forever, for generations to come. I want maybe these 5-year-old kids will one day collect my work in their house, and I might be an old man with a cane walking around and be like, oh, wow, that 5-year-old kid that you touched in the school now has one of your paintings within your house. But like you see it in the game of baseball too. Like I always get moved when I see, like, maybe it's Steph Curry as a little boy with like maybe like a LeBron James that now has been a 15, 20-year vet in the NBA. Like, these are heroes. So I think things come full circle, and I'm constantly trying to leave my mark on this world. Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro, you already did. I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
But
and you don't have to stop. Keep doing it.
No, there's
bro.
a lot more work to do.
I know.
But yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro,
Yeah.
like, you're a living legend, bro. already.
Nah, I
Yes, you
appreciate
are,
it.
bro. I'm telling you.
And
Like-
honestly, I appreciate you giving me this platform and this opportunity to say my story and to speak about what I'm trying to do, because it's not every day I get to sit down and talk about it. There's a lot of days that, with being an artist and with art, like there's a lot of days you're in your zone alone and you don't spend time with people expressing yourself and talking about it. And it's good. It's good because people really want to get deep and people really want to hear the story and what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to portray through the art. Because yeah, for some people, like unless you like dig deep into it, like they don't know. Like, why is this guy painting someone with a flower on the nose? Why is there a bear with a screw through his face? It's kind of like, if you're just looking at it, it's kind of like it's could weird be the word? It's different, yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
But different's pretty cool too.
But you gotta put people on it too, you know? So I definitely think I need to keep telling the story, right?
Yeah, like
And people are helping me tell the story, you know? So now you guys are both here and we're in this together and you're part of the journey. That's why I don't like, yes, the people, these professional athletes and the famous people and the musicians are cool and all, because they maybe impact more people at a quicker pace. But the average person is just as important to me as any celebrity out there, for sure.
like obviously you have a background in marketing, so you
Yeah.
understand what a platform could do when you do reach crazy amounts of people. But I feel like you see the human. Like is that kind of
I've put myself in front of all people. One of my quotes is to love all. So by loving all, you gotta love everybody. It doesn't matter your skin color, or what you're into, or what you believe, or what your religion, or what you're into is. We're all welcomed here. The world needs to be more accepting of different types of people. The world is a harsh place. You hear all types of things, but I know what I'm trying to portray is anyone who wants to support it and be part of it is welcomed within this world, and leave the bad at the door. Like I mentioned before, like there's no time for that. Like, why are you going to go through life like mad and pissed off? Like, leave those things behind. Life is short. Life is precious. Life's a blessing, man.
yeah. Can you talk to me a little bit about people that I read up a little bit and
Yeah.
Ricky and I were looking through the things and reading and we know that a few of the people that you look up to is like, for example, one that you hit on, Walt Disney.
Yeah, for sure.
Pharrell.
Yeah.
Oprah. Can you tell me why those specific people are people that mean so much to you, and how have you been able to like kind of live in almost like in unison, or kind of live in the way that maybe they would be proud of too, kind of in a sense, or maybe is that a thing?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely inspired by people like the names you mentioned. What Walt Disney was able to create, and it's still living. There's still fanatics from newborns to all types of ages are still going to Disney World, and Walt's hasn't been around for a little, so
Allegedly,
yeah, he might be somewhere. He might be somewhere, but those type of people, he's the man. Like he really he had a dream, he had a vision, and he believed in himself, and he's created this empire of these different characters that people. It's a magical place. It's somewhere where people could go and, like I said, connect when you were a child and just leave all the bad at the door, and really like you're walking through these lands of different characters and people are wearing the shirts of them, and it's incredible. It's inspiring, and he's definitely someone I look up to. You mentioned Oprah. I think Oprah, what she's been able to do, and the voice and platform of what she's been able to accomplish is magical. To give back is one of my greatest messages too. So to see what she constantly does for years and years and years is a beautiful thing. She's given a lot of underprivileged kids opportunities that maybe they wouldn't have got. Like, there's a lot of people who get to those levels and don't do the give back aspect to the whole thing. So to see someone like Oprah do so many beautiful things, it's been beautiful. Pharrell Williams is another one that is definitely an inspiration to me as well. He's been able to reach so many different platforms and really just make it to the top of different things. From he used his music and his genius ability to make music and unique sounds and just cross over to different avenues, from fashion. He's now at LVMH. Like, to come from nothing and to end up with one of these top of the totem pole in the world of fashion just goes to show you the type of person he is and how inspirational it is to see someone from Virginia Beach, Virginia, in Paris, about to present a fashion show for the world to see with one of the biggest brands in the world. It's inspiring just there. And he's been able to just be at the forefront of fashion for decades, and not only music, but with everything he does. So he's inspirational for sure.
Did you always plan that this would turn into not only obviously you painting, but also into a brand, like in a fashion sense as well? Is that something did you love fashion growing up as well?
Yeah, so I definitely just
talk about the swag, bro. Talk about the swag.
All right, we can talk about
Miami boy, bro. He's got swag. Bro.
Nah, but so yeah, the clothes is just as big as of a dream as is the art. I think they go hand in hand. I always say it that, like, the art, they're at the same, for me, they're at the same level. I got really big dreams, just like I have a dream to be at the Macy's Day Parade. I have dreams of seeing my brand, my clothing brand, alongside different big brands. Like, I could definitely, I look at Vans and I say, I could definitely collab with Vans. I could do a Puma. I could team up with the NBA. I even look at the NBA or the NFL and be like, yo, like, a Vic Garcia World jersey could be super dope. So those are the levels of how I'm thinking. I'm manifesting the Miami teams before the other teams.
Come on, bro. The Marlins, bro. Let's go.
Marlins,
dude.
someone.
I mean, dude,
the
Dolphins,
the Canes. Like,
come on, man.
People want to see different. I always say that. So when I see these jerseys, I'm like, okay, they're cool, but that's like the average thing. Like, how many home and away jerseys are you gonna buy and put it in your closet? Like, if you make these unique jerseys, like the Marlins just did a great job with the Sugar Kings. Like, everyone in the stadium is rocking that jersey. That was a story. That was a time. It was legendary. So it just made sense. So I feel like the NBA is doing it more than maybe other people. They're getting artists and collaborations, and they're bringing in, like, the Cavs brought in Daniel Arsham to be the creative director. So I like seeing things like that. Do I have dreams for my clothes like that as well? Yeah. Do I see myself in different stores throughout the world? Yeah, I definitely see that. Do I maybe one day see myself not myself, it's never myself, my brand in Paris Fashion Week or New York Fashion Week? Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see what's out there, and I think anything is possible if you put your mind to it and you really believe in yourself.
Bless you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm constantly designing clothes. I'm constantly putting out new stuff, and we're working there too, for sure.
Bless you, Bobby.
Yeah.
When it comes to, like, the type of material, the clothing, like, how involved in you are you in that process?
No, yeah, we definitely go through a process.
And what is it? What is it?
From start to finish, yeah. So we started with just screen printing on local blank shirts. We've grown since then. Everything is done overseas now. So there's tech packs that show like from the cut to where the stitching, like these words are stitched, this is fabricated, different little details that maybe I didn't have before. The tags, if you see some of my jackets, you'll see the lining, the inside. So it gets pretty deep with the clothes. We're cutting fabric. We just released some like cargo pants, so we're exploring with new mediums as well in the clothes. Now we're looking at jeans, so maybe like some jeans with some patches and characters. So we're constantly evolving with the clothes, and it's been fun. I really like. Yes, I love the art and I'm passionate about the art, but I get just as excited. I don't want to say more excited when I see like the clothes come into like full circle and like me actually holding the clothes. Like I get pumped up to see like a final product, and I just want to wear it and I want to put it out there. And like I have like some of the collections that are about to drop, and I'm like I get like tempted to like show people, but even like my family makes jokes like, is Vic Garcia world all you have? Like that's all you wear? Because I'm always decked out in it. Because if I'm not wearing, I always tell them if I'm not head to toe in it, like people aren't gonna be in it. Like you got right, you gotta like.
You gotta be your biggest fan first.
You gotta be your biggest fan. You gotta believe in yourself before people are gonna believe in yourself.
Clip that, bro. Clip that. We're putting that on the gram, bro.
All right. No, but you gotta believe in yourself, and it's been cool to see people believe in it too, and people represent it and rock it, and you can't walk around holding a canvas, so it gives someone the opportunity to wear it. And I always say as well, I say a lot of things, but my clothes, it gives, maybe not everyone could afford a painting in the thousands or however much my work goes for, but it gives someone the opportunity to represent you and support you and go around with the same sense of joy that I'm trying to portray with the art, from the colors to the messages to these characters. So I really like seeing people wearing the clothes. Yeah. Because a lot of these paintings, I don't go back to the home, so I don't see them constantly. But like when I run into people like wearing my clothes, or someone sends me a picture, it's almost like I'm bringing the world together through it. You know, like you might, for example, like someone sent me a picture in the Dominican Republic of like a guy wearing my bathing suit. He didn't know the guy, but he knew that the guy wearing the shorts was a supporter or a family. I always say we're family, we're friends. Like he knew that that person was trying to represent me and the world I've created and these characters. So he went up to him. He went up to him because there was a talking point. So it's connected people, and you might not know the person. And like, for example, like I had some friends that I grew up with. They went to the family festival, and Max Struz was wearing my bucket hat, and they might not know Max, but now they went up to him and they're, oh, so it sparked a conversation. And maybe Max is a nice guy, so he would approach everyone the same way, but maybe it opens up like an avenue to talk to not everyone's comfortable talking to a stranger, so it's giving you and hopefully more people. I want to go to California and see people rocking on Rodeo Drive or somewhere rocking my shirt, you know?
Or I always stores, bro.
The stores would be cool too. I always joke with the guy who helps me with my clothes now, like, yo, I was just in California. I haven't seen anyone wearing my shirt. Like, we're not working hard enough. But
you're not kidding.
I'm not kidding. There's a lot more people to touch, for sure.
Dang, bro.
And these stores have also given me a platform to connect me to people I don't know. So now you're putting my brand in front of people that might have never even seen my brand. The shoe gallery here in downtown, and Leo have done a great job over there putting my brand on maybe musicians that I didn't know, because they're going in there and they like the product, which is a blessing, and they're into it. If not, they're not going to carry it into the store. So I'm grateful for anyone who has put my brand within their store. So Shoe Gallery being one of them, Soulfly being another one. We're actually going to get BBC going as well. So shout out to all those people, right? They've put me in front of new people. Gente de Zona was rocking my from head to toe. I like one of these like shows recently, and like I don't know him, but they went to the store and they were rocking it. Some other rapper that I don't even know, but he's a big time for these younger cats. They're super into him. He was head to toe in it. So
Wow,
they're
bro.
serving as voices, and it's cool. It pushes me to keep working.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
fun. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about, obviously you've spoken a lot about the love of the paintings, the love of the clothes, but like you're also a businessman, right? Like did you just fall into it in a sense, right? When you started selling these things and understanding, but like where did you get the understanding of how business works? Or are you still learning?
No, I don't know the business of the art game. I think there's a lot of things to learn about it. There's ways to maneuver. Now with the power of social media, I think it's given a lot of artists and other brands and people the platform and the opportunity that maybe someone in the past didn't have. So I think the doors are out there for sure to hit up people through social media. But I think I grew up with a business aspect. I think I gotta credit my father because he's an amazing businessman, and his mentality and his work ethic. I think I always go back to the work ethic. I think anything you do, you gotta put in the grind. You gotta put in the time. I think seeing his hard work and dedication and his grind and what he's been able to accomplish with what he's done has been truly inspiring. I feel that just like he has his story, there's a lot of immigrants who have come to the USA, the land of opportunity, to grow and put themselves in a way better situation than the country they left. I think it's inspired me. I think it's pushed me. I think even today, my dad is still working as hard as he's ever worked at the age he is, because not that it's going to get taken away, but he has that. I think that generation has that within them, that just someone could knock on your door and from one day to the next, you got to leave your country behind and really just take on a new life and figure it out. I think figuring it out is a constant battle with what I'm trying to do. I'm constantly trying to figure it out. So I got to credit my dad. He gave me the opportunity. He worked his ass off to give a better life to his children and his family and grandchildren. Through that, I've been able to find myself. I've been able to find my voice. He's put food on my plate. He's given me a shelter. He's given me the opportunity to just chase this dream. And I'm constantly working and I'm constantly figuring this thing out. And to be Cuban is critical in what my message is. I see that I look at these videos of people in Cuba and what they're going through, and I think it motivates me. I think it shows that we're blessed. We're blessed to be in the USA. We're blessed to live in a land of opportunity, and any dream is possible with hard work and dedication. And people in all these other countries don't have that opportunity and don't have that chance. So I'm going to take full advantage of what this land has given us, right? Yeah.
Amen, bro. Amen
Yes,
to
sir.
that. What is does your dad ever tell you like stories about when he was in Cuba and stuff like that?
So yeah, my dad left at a young age, probably like at age 11. He's yet to go back. My family left, like a lot of immigrant families left thinking they were gonna come back, and it was just gonna be maybe like a month thing. But it's obviously been, the dictatorship has been 60 plus years, and it doesn't look like it's getting better. Now with social media, we could actually like experience some of the things that have been able to like get out there and like put themselves, but with the risk of getting thrown in jail, and for just going out to the street and speaking up. So it's sad. It breaks my heart that I can't see the land my family like is from, and on my necklace I have the island of Cuba, and I always say it. I hope to maybe bring my art to a free Cuba one day. So I'm passionate about that as well, for sure.
Yeah, it's like so many people have this. I mean, even my dad.
No, everyone's got their story. Yeah.
Like
It's
my
magical,
parents, my parents have, so many stories. But one of the things that even some people are just, they don't even want to go back. Like it's so devastating, and and my grandma says it all the time. She's like, I don't want to go back because I'm so scared that it's gonna look just as bad as when I left.
Yeah. Worse.
Yeah, exactly. It only got worse.
Because it's like a time capsule they put, and they haven't touched it since we left. Like since they left. So from the paint to the buildings falling to the people starving, but just a lot of countries are dealing with that as well. It's not only happening in Cuba, and I think it also now, like living in Miami where there's people from all different worlds being represented, it's amazing to just see what we've been able to accomplish.
This is a movie here, bro.
Hey.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, you good.
Are you good on time, bro? I'm
good.
sorry, dude.
Keep asking. Go ahead. We're good. We're here.
Yo, is it recording, bro? We're good over there? What happened with this one? This one straight? Oh, it's over. Oh, yo, take the screen out and put it up a little bit. Yeah, like take it out. There you go. Take it out. There you go, bro. So, bro, can you tell me about growing up here in Miami? Right?
Yeah.
Like, we had access to a lot of different things than other people might have had growing up in other places. There's people that could fall into it. You obviously have made a living off of this city and being able to kind of be on the other side. I say it all the time. There's like people that work at the club and then people that like die in the club kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But like you've been able to figure out a way to like sell into this Miami lifestyle, sell into this beautiful Art Deco-ish world that we live in here in this little pocket of this world. Can you kind of give me a sense of like how it was having access to such a beautiful city at such a young age? Do you think it helped you to like stay away from maybe going down a wrong path, or did it hurt?
I'm not so innocent, so
that's what I'm saying. Did you take some wrong turns at times?
No, I think look. Is there wrong turns? Yes. This city is it tempting? Is the club tempting? Is going out tempting? Is partying tempting? But like anything, we gotta grow from it. Most people get out of that stage. Some people, sadly, are dying it, like you said. But I feel that. So I went to college. We obviously did the whole college thing. I came back. I was definitely partying. I definitely hit my bumps in the road like we all do, right?
Sorry about it. That's on camera.
Nah, you're good. I'm not the perfect human. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Like, did I turn up? Yeah, I turned up. Like, did I end up in situations I didn't want to end up in? Yeah. But I honestly, I think finding this art thing and my career and my passion and what I'm into definitely opened my eyes up. I think it maybe made me a more mature and responsible human being. I definitely am grateful to have been able to find this. Maybe I would have found it if I was working in other things. Maybe I wouldn't have. I definitely feel that I'm fully committed into this. There's times that like maybe if I wasn't doing something I loved, I would maybe go out on a Friday and like completely disconnect from this art thing I'm doing to maybe jump into maybe ultra or whatever it is out there, right? In this Miami world we live in. But I'm committed. I'm focused. Like I mentioned, there's a lot more to do. I'm always looking forward to what's next in the thing. So Saturdays and Sundays, if there's an opportunity for me to grow my brand, I'd rather be doing that than maybe with a group of friends drinking beer by the pool. Is it nice? Yeah. Do I say you got to take some time for yourself and disconnect? Yeah, I've picked up golf, so I've been able to see now my friends a little more. But I'm on that golf course and I'm thinking of what I could create for real, like what I could manifest, to what I could do, from golf collabs to the Bright Line was passing us, and I'm like, why can't we wrap the Bright Line? So that's how determined and focused I am, and I'm constantly seeing what avenues I could approach. But my dad, my family always goes, negocio que no se anuncia, no se vende. So you do
marketing, baby.
Yeah. So you do got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself in front of people, because you really don't know who you're gonna meet. You don't know who's on the other side of things. Like I met someone last night that he's like, oh yeah, I sit on the board of the Chicago Art Museum, and I'm like, you never know who's gonna be next to you, from a gas station to maybe the club, maybe a pool. Like that's why you gotta. I had a hard time putting myself in front of people, and like you would be surprised, but I was a little shy. Yeah.
No, bro.
No, but like to a degree, I had a shy sense of shyness, and actually the drinking would make me loosen up, I guess, a little bit. But now I think the arts loosened me up, and it's given me maybe that sense of confidence that maybe I didn't have before. So Miami's the best. We love Miami. And
would you ever leave again, bro?
Would I leave? If it's something to grow my brand, I would leave. Look, I'm gonna
New York. I mean,
yeah, New York. Yeah. But I think Miami is always going to be my base and my home, and I think Miami is growing. I think it's growing into more of an art scene than it maybe was before, that people would have to like shift to New York, but different businesses, different buildings going on, more people from all over the world. But look, if I want to grow, I got to go to other cities. I got to get on a plane. I got to jump around. I got to put myself in front of people. I got to meet new people. And there's a lot of galleries and stores throughout the world. So we're gonna definitely explore. Keep pushing it. Yeah.
All right. Last thing, bro.
No, you good?
Last one. How do you price these masterpieces, bro? Like, what do you like? Do you have like a?
So yeah, there's obviously a price like range from what my work goes for.
You don't have to say the price if you don't want to, but
no,
like,
but
the idea.
Yeah, no, it's as you grow as an artist and as you get bigger, the price hopefully goes up. These galleries establish a price.
Oh, okay.
They not that they establish a price, but there's a standard price that when working with these galleries. So it's like it would be a disadvantage to my overall thing if, like, let's say the gallery sells a painting for $5,000 and I give you the same size painting for $100 just because I want to get it out of here. So you kind of have to have like, and it shows a little like respect, self-respect in yourself. Like, okay, like this is the value and this is what it's worth, you know? Yeah, so there's prices, there's a range of prices.
Depending on the size.
The
depending on the
size, yeah,
colors
no, the
and
size, the work,
how much the time you put in.
the time. No, but you can't really, that's always like the magic question. They ask, oh, so how long did it take you? Like, look, Picasso would do a little thing with a piece of pencil and a paper.
$1 billion or
whatever. Whatever it was, yeah. But to be able to get to that point of you being able to do it, let's say, I don't time myself, and as you can see, there's a lot of work here, and I'm constantly adding something. But it took a lot of hours and days and years to get to the point that you're able to maybe do it in however long it took you. So, and as I grow and as I put myself in front of more people and I do more things to establish my name and the brand, the value of your work should grow. Like, there's paintings before that maybe I was selling for 1,000, that might be 5,000, or hopefully as I grow, the value grows, you know? But honestly, like, yes, like you got to sell your paintings and there is a business like mentality to it, but it's I don't like talking money, and because most of these times these are people, friends and stuff, so it's an uncomfortable conversation, but we got to do it because that's what keeps the world.
I mean, it is what
going.
it is, right?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Business is business.
There's
bro.
a price for everything, and you got to do it. Like,
bro,
life's not getting cheaper, and
no,
from
not.
gas to everything.
No,
so
we gotta eat, bro.
We gotta eat. It's important, yeah.
Yo, does the kid that used to go to the Orange Bowl and like grew up here in this city, bro, could you have imagined it would have turned out like this?
I definitely wouldn't have imagined me as an artist, a full-time artist, dealing with a lot of these athletes I grew up watching.
What, bro?
So it has come full circle. It's magical. It's a dream to now have conversations with these franchises, and to like, I even just did a mural in Washington, D.C. at the football stadium. Like, I was there painting a mural on Thanksgiving, and there was pretty much no one in the stadium. So like, I had like, through the COVID times, like I got to put like flower nose in like a Marlins jersey. Like, would I have ever imagined that? No, I would have never imagined that. Do I now imagine it? Do I imagine seeing all that? Yes, I definitely dream about it. I definitely have manifested it. I definitely have worked my ways and pushed myself, but the support's been fun. I always try to put on for my city before any other city. The 305 is our backyard. It's what made us. This is who we are. This is our blood. This is what we rep. No disrespect to any other city. I don't think there's any other city like Miami.
No, sir.
It's just beautiful. It's magical, and this is where we're at. I appreciate you coming.
It's a wrap, brother.
I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I appreciate you putting on for this city, serving as a voice for different people that have come to your podcast. You're doing an amazing job. Keep grinding, keep pushing, and
thank you, brother.
You always got my love and support, my G.
Yo, I appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you.
Keep killing it, bro.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless.
Likewise, likewise.
That's it.
It's
a wrap. It's
wrap.
a wrap. It's over. That's it. Yo, you killed it, bro.